Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? Joey Sherkenbach is back here with another video for you guys. And, guys, we are here to talk about the game that wrapped up a few hours ago between the Bengals and the Ravens. Before we get into it, I know back-to-back games where I've been doing the recap later, I have been doing stuff after the game that I can only do outside, and it gets dark so early now. So I got to get those done, and then I can do my recap a little bit later. So, about this game. First off, congrats to the Bengals and the Bengals fans out there. Props to you guys. I'm pretty much convinced now that they're a legit team. I mean, they played really, really well today. Yes, we helped them, but they still played really, really well. Props to the defense. Congrats to Joe Burrow. He had the game of his life. Yeah, great work by the Bengals. They outplayed us. They outcoached us. Totally dominated. So, yeah, that's a loss for us. Winning streak has come to an end. Frustrating to say the least. I mean, that was just like, I don't know what happened. Like 13-10 going into the half. We had an up and down first half. It kind of, our defense played great in the first half. I mean, no, first quarter. Offense did nothing. Then the defense went silent in the second quarter, and the offense started playing well. Again, the offense and the defense just do not click together. It's just, that's the biggest issue right now. Anyways, so it's 13-10 going into the half, right? The second half starts. Ravens score in 3 plays. Jackson, one of the few highlights of today. That pass to Marquis Brown was beautiful. That touchdown, unbelievable catch, over the shoulder, snatched it, got the feet down. Ravens took the lead 17-13. You were like, oh yeah, here we go. This is going to be such a great second half. Then the Bengals go right down the field and score. And then you're thinking, oh yeah, what a second half. This is going to be back and forth. I can't wait. And I really had that feeling. I kind of thought both defenses were going to be silent in the second half. And one defense was, the other was not. So for whatever reason, after the Bengals scored that touchdown to make it 20-17, our offense just went silent. I mean, we got a few first downs, but we were not moving the ball well at all. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what happens. Bengals, man, they had a great game plan. I mean, their defense in general, we did score 17 points, and I mean, Jackson did not play badly. He didn't play great. His completion percentage was not very good, but he did throw for like 250-something yards, a touchdown. He did not throw a pick. So he wasn't terrible. It wasn't his best game, obviously. But Bengals, man, they played really, really well. It's not like we just handed them the win. I mean, they scored 41 points. That is impressive. And this was a red-hot team. They go into Baltimore and win. So again, props to the Bengals. They kind of punched us in the face and kicked our ass. So Ravens, this was what I call a humbling loss. We got a little. I mean, the Ravens themselves, I don't think got cocky, but when it comes to the fans, I think this is a nice humbling loss. I'm obviously not glad we lost, but I think to have a team, actually beat us like single-handedly and kind of I'm not going to say destroy, but we definitely got dominated today. That kind of gives us something to build off of going forward, and I think now is a really good time for a bye week too, which it is. We have a bye next week. I mean, obviously, next weekend I'm going to be waking up and be like, dang it, the Ravens don't play today. But at the same time, I think a bye is a good idea. The bye is not going to help too much in terms of the injuries, but it's going to help a bit. We just have so many injuries, man. Now, I know many of these guys are out for the year, so the bye won't do anything. But, Derek Wolfe is working his way back. Nick Boyle is working his way back. And Watkins should be back soon. So I'm hopeful. This is just wishful, but I'm hopeful all 3 of them can be back for the game after the bye against the Vikings. I think that's possible. It's definitely not guaranteed, but I'm hopeful that can happen. But it's not a Ravens game without someone else going down. Today, Patrick McCary, right tackle, went down, did not return to the game. And he has probably been our best lineman this year. He has been so good. He's been inconsistent throughout his career with us. He's been the most versatile guy. He's been moving all around. But he must have found his spot at right tackle because he has been so good. He went down today. I think it was in the second quarter. Did not come back. So looking at the replay, I got nervous. It looked pretty bad. It did look like he got rolled up pretty badly. But at the same time, he did walk off the field. It was gingerly, obviously, but he walked off on his own power. He went to the locker room. He was questionable to return. Did not end up returning. But I don't know. It is an ankle injury, so you always worry if it's Achilles related. So we'll find out. Harbaugh said this afternoon there's no update, which I guess can we look at that as a good and bad sign? Because if it was a serious, significant injury, I think we would have known by now. But at the same time, if it wasn't serious, I think Harbaugh probably would have said that already. So my guess is it's going to be a middle ground. He may be out for a few weeks. I don't think it's going to be season ending, but I really have no idea. I did look promising when he walked off the field. I mean, for linemen, serious injuries, a lot of times they can't get off the field. They need the cart. So it was nice to see him walk off, but it did not look good. The play looked pretty nasty. But anyways, all prayers up to McCary. But regardless, offensive line, very, very rough game today. I mean, I know the Bengals offensive line is very good, but we had to put up more of a fight than that. We were awful today. I mean, we just did not run the ball much, and we couldn't get anything going. And yeah, the pass blocking was not good today at all. Jackson was sacked 5 times, I think. Wasn't it? I think he was sacked 5 times. That's just despicable, man. Lamar Jackson, the most mobile quarterback in the league, maybe even of all time, gets sacked 5 times. You know your line is playing really badly when that happens. I mean, he got sacked 5 times. That's despicable. Villanueva, after a rough week 1, he has been really good. He's been winning a lot of 1v1s. Today, though, he did not. Trey Hendrickson destroyed him today. I mean, again, Trey Hendrickson's very good, to be fair, but Villanueva was not having his way today at all. He got beat back and forth, and whenever he didn't get beat, he got called for holding. So, yeah, not a good game for Villanueva. Not a good game for the line at all today. No one really played well. Arguably, no one played well on the team today, but especially the offensive line did not do well at all. Again, guys, there are not many positives here. We got slapped in the face pretty badly today. I mean, we lost by 24 points. Yes, their last touchdown was in garbage time, but still, it just does not look good at all. And I don't know, again, what happened? We scored that touchdown to start the second half. We were up 17-13. They outscored us 28-0 after that. 28-0. 28 unanswered points. How does that happen? I don't get it, man. So, as I have mentioned, what in the world is it with this defense? I have no idea what is going on. We face a red-hot offense that was popping off, playing like one of the best offenses in the league, hold them to 6 points. Then we play an offense that has pieces, and it's pretty good, but not as good as the one we had just faced, and we get obliterated. There is no way to sugarcoat it. Our defense, after the first quarter, was horrendous today. Awful, awful, awful. I mean, Mixon honestly didn't do much, but at the same time, the Bengals did not run the ball much, mostly because they were having their way through the air, so there was no reason to just force feed the run. And again, Mixon did get his way in the last few minutes, but it didn't matter. It was in garbage time. But regardless, I don't know. Our defense just went silent today. I don't know what happened to it. This was one of our worst defensive performances. I mean, 41 points is bad, but also the fact, look at Burrow's stat line. Yes, he threw that one dumb pick to Humphrey, and more on Humphrey in a second. Burrow had over 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, a high completion percentage. He destroyed us. We got absolutely destroyed today. Defense was awful, awful. And guys, it's been an issue since day 1. The tackling. I got so mad. That Jamar Chase play, 3rd and 2. First off, Humphrey gets cooked, and again, more on Humphrey in a second. And then at least 2 misses, maybe even 3. Clark missed, Humphrey missed, I think, and then someone else came in and missed. It was either Stevens or Elliott, I think. The tackling. What is it with the tackling, man? It's been so bad this year. Every single time when someone gets a catch downfield, there's at least 1 missed tackle. I don't get it. We cannot tackle. Bouncing off of him or touching him is not going to get the job done. You got to get him to the ground without playing dirty, of course. So yeah, that's a big time issue. We got to fix the tackling. That isn't an injury thing. That's just us being incapable of tackling. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, our tackling throughout the years, I've never exactly thought it's been great, but it's never been a serious issue. This year, it's been awful. I don't know what is going on, but we cannot tackle right now. And then, yeah, Marlon Humphrey, man, I don't know what happened to him. He's so good. He's an elite top 3, top 5 corner, but this had to have been his worst game of his career. I mean, maybe I'm missing a game where he was bad, but this had to have been his worst game of his career. He was awful. Jamar Chase ended up with, 180 yards? Something like that? I don't think he got 200, but I wouldn't be shocked if he did. Jamar Chase just destroyed it, and I would say us, but it was mostly him. We put Humphrey on Chase for pretty much the entire game, and it did not work well. I mean, and even Harbaugh admitted after, the game plan for Chase did not work. Yeah, damn right it did not work. Bro, Humphrey just got destroyed today. over and over and over again. It's so unlike him. He may get beat once, but he'll come right back and make a play. He just didn't do it today. He was getting destroyed over and over again. It literally was a carbon copy of Anthony Averett against the Colts, but it was even worse because Humphrey got beat down the field more. Averett got beat on a ton of 10 to 15 yard routes or passes. Humphrey was getting beat down the field on short routes. He was missing tackles. Horrendous game for Humphrey today. The secondary in general was not good. It's interesting with Averett because they were going after Averett today, man. They were going after him. He got targeted so much. With how many targets he got, I thought he did pretty well. He gave up a few catches, but I thought in general he did pretty well. If he let up a catch, he actually made tackles. He missed a couple times, but a lot of times if his guy got a catch on him, he rallied to him right away. So that was nice to see. And he had several bat downs. So Averett wasn't bad today. And again, they went after him so much, and it didn't really seem to work. I think Averett overall did a nice job of covering his guy. Whether it was most of the time it was Higgins, sometimes it was Boyd. Boyd was pretty quiet today. It was mostly Jamar Chase who just destroyed us. But yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Averett was okay, but then Humphrey. Okay, attacking Averett doesn't work. Let's attack Humphrey. You would think, oh, yeah, they're screwed. Humphrey's so good, and he is. But today, man, he was not. I don't know what happened to him. And again, I'm not going to freak out. It's one game. The Bengals receivers are very good, but, you got to be able to defeat the good receivers and the good offenses, too. And the defense, man, it's literally every other game. Trash against the Colts, unbelievable against the Chargers, trash against the Bengals. So hopefully we're really good against the Vikings in 2 weeks. I don't know, but the defense, man, is way too inconsistent. If we want to go deep in the playoffs, the defense has got to make a stand. Arguably, if we even want to go to the playoffs, our offense can't play catch-up forever. Our defense is going to have to make stops, and I know it has a lot of injuries. I get it, but you got to overcome the injuries, and we still have plenty of starters out there that are simply not, there's no specific starter that's playing poorly, I don't think, right now, besides Humphrey today, but it's still, we're not playing well as a unit. I'll put it that way. Not playing well as a unit at all. Pass rush today, I thought it looked great in the first, I'll say, quarter. Houston was winning almost every 1v1. He was doing great. And then what happened? Second half onward, even second quarter, especially second half, Burrow had all day. I don't know what happened. So is that just a great coaching adjustment, or do our guys just get tired? I don't know what happened. Pass rush looked great in the first, at least, quarter, and then it just went silent. Again, our whole defense went silent, but the pass rush went totally silent. Burrow had all day to throw after the first quarter. I don't know, man. It was ridiculous. So they just dominated. The second half, after that touchdown, we just got obliterated. 28-0. It's so rare for the Ravens to get blown out like this. So rare. And I know the Colts, that comeback was unbelievable, and a lot of people were calling it over before we made the comeback. I kind of knew that this wasn't our game because I simply did not trust our defense. We were getting burnt every single drive, and so I knew that we were not coming back. This was not our game. It was not our day. We will be back. So I let everyone over the McCary injury. As far as I know, no one else got hurt today. But let's see. The very few positives that came out of today's game, Rashad, Bateman, and Marquis Brown. So the passing game wasn't terrible today. Andrews got a few catches. Brown and Bateman did pretty well. But yeah, Bateman especially, man. In his first 2 games back, he has not missed a beat. He got a few catches last week against the Chargers. He was great today. Had 80 yards. He actually caught the ball. He had no drops. So that was great to see. And then Brown, quiet in the first half, got it going, especially in I should say quiet in the first quarter, got it going a bit in the second quarter, and then that big touchdown in the third quarter to start the second half. So Brown, he hasn't been as good, but he's been solid, and he had a pretty good game today. So that's one of the very few positives out of today's game. Besides that, we were not good at all today. We lost by 24 at home. That's pretty embarrassing. Again, I'm not going to panic. It's one game. We are still 5-2. We're still in second place, and the Bengals, I know we're leading the charge in the AFC right now, but it'll go back and forth. We'll see them again. They're a rivalry. We'll play them again. I think week 15, week 16, something like that. So we'll see them again late in the year, towards Christmas time, and we'll see what happens there. And then, so bye week next week, and again, it's the perfect timing. We need to really figure out what went wrong today, and we got to make adjustments, and hopefully we can get some of our guys healthy to start the next game. And I know, again, everyone plays hurt, but our offensive line in general was banged up. Villanueva is battling injuries. Bradley Bozeman is battling injuries, and of course McCary got hurt today. So hopefully the extra week off, or not off, but a week away from a game where you get really banged up, hopefully that can help everyone get healthy and we can practice together more. Villanueva has been missing a lot of practice time, so hopefully the bye can help with that. I'm sure it will. And then we just hope that no one else gets re-injured in practice. So, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Disappointing, obviously. I really thought we were going to win this game, and I at least thought it was going to be close if we did or did not win. It wasn't. They kind of spanked us. But, hey, man, adversity, it's important. It builds character. It builds motivation, so maybe this will help us down the stretch. So, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you should drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'm out. Peace out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Go Ravens, man. We will be back. Don't worry. It's still early in the season. And I will see you guys next weekend.